Hey you guys, it's Juan Arcas here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking to you guys on why I believe college in the United States of America is a scam. So I I feel like it's really sad that even there are really good reasons later on in this video. You will see why I believe that college in the United States is a scam, and also I believe that, and also the worst part with my experience is that here in Florida we're number 48th with the worst educational system out of all the 50 states here in the US. So it makes it even crappier than what it already is. I know that Massachusetts is the best in the country, and at the same time, I'm not even that surprised because that's where Harvard University is, and Harvard is like the best of the best, and usually, like the top 10 best, um, states in education. They're all around in the northeast area of the US. So, like, also Princeton University and Yale, which I believe is in New Jersey. But anyway, I'll get into this video on why I believe college is a scam. I believe the very first and most important reason that why I believe that college in the United States is a scam is the fact that I believe that they don't accommodate um Americans like me who have a mental disability, like like in the learning environment. Like I feel like they don't accommodate, they don't care, they don't reach out for you when you have a learning disability. And it's really sad to see this because I've always had help in the educational system throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school in the public educational system here in the state of Florida. That I was in a really good program in special education. They helped me through thick and thin. And I even believe that if I didn't have an assistance with my education, I would have dropped out of high school. Like, regardless, I wouldn't. I'm at least thankful that I even at least have a high school diploma to be able to function in this country and in this world in general. That at least I have a high school diploma. But anywho, like that's like it really kills me how like there's no accommodation whatsoever in college, but regular in the regular required public school system here in Florida. I don't know about in other states, but here in Florida for sure, whether it's Miami-Dade County, Brevard County, Duval County, Volusia, uh, Pinellas, Broward, Palm Beach County, they all have a special education program in in their elementary, middle, and high schools. And it really bothers me also because I I know I know that I remember after I graduated from Braddock that that before I entered to Miami-Dade, I remember that they had this so-called scholarship, which is called vocational rehab, which is basically a program to help individuals who have learning disability like I do. But let me tell you something, you guys, it does not work because with my experience, like I remember filling out all the applications senior year and all that stuff, and they promised me that they were gonna help me and that they were gonna pay for my books and blah 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 blah. And then I remember when I was enrolling to Miami-Dade, how I was even asking all these questions the at the learning disability office in Miami-Dade. Like it's sad to see how useless they are to to individuals like me who need help, because um because I feel like they take people like me as a joke, and I don't think that's fair and that's funny. and 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 that they don't care at all, because like I remember when I would ask like, where can I get the books, and I would never get an answer. They would just tell me, it's like, oh, just walk there, and you get it there. It's like, excuse you. And I ended up paying for books anyway. So that would really bother me, how like they just don't care if you have uh, a disability in general. Like they just don't care. And uh, and the last note before I move on to the second reason is that I even thought that they promised me that someone was gonna come in, like a second teacher was gonna come in and help me, and it was all a lie. Like it's basically all talk. Let me say that. So the second reason why I believe college is a scam is how expensive the books really are. Like a good example is this book. I bought this flimsy old paperback book for my intermediate algebra class when I was in Kaiser University. And this was a month before I dropped out. So I bought this book and it was $300. Like, are you kidding me? $300 for a thick paperback book? This, me, look, if it was $70, $60, it's a good price. Because like I know usually a normal uh, a normal like book like this in elementary school or in high school or in middle school, usually whether it's paperback or hardcover, usually they cost like nothing over 150 bucks. Usually anything between like 40 bucks to 150 bucks, like the textbooks that I remember using when I was in when I was in elementary, middle school, and high school. But $300, and with a code, like this is a scam. I'm sorry, but this is a scam. And I think that is terrible. Also, the third reason why I think college is a scam is how expensive tuition really is. And in this case, obviously it varies. Um, it varies on the school and the degree you're getting. Like I think it's ridiculous paying like $10,000 a semester, or like $100,000 on student loans. I just think that's ridiculous. It's like, what do they think, that every American here um that every American here is a millionaire, like how most of our Hispanic family most of our Hispanic families think that, oh, just because you live in the US you're an instant millionaire. Like I feel like they have sort of like that same mentality. It's like, no, like you don't grow money on trees. And if you really want us to pay that much, why don't you hire us um uh, hire us like someone to pay for all of that? It's like, no. And the third reason why I think college is a scam is the fact that when you enter, and this is that I've been to a community college and to a private university. I've been to both, so and I know um an idea how college classroom look like, because I was in college. That I think it's ridiculous how plain even the classrooms look like. Like it looks like it looks like a jail, that there's nothing like what is that? So yeah, so that's another reason why I believe that college is a scam, because I'm even thinking to myself, like, where does all of this money go? Like it's crazy. And the fourth reason why I think college in the US is a scam is like is like the fact that everything is uh, like the staff or whatnot, like usually, like like it that they don't care, and it's really sad how we've gotten to a point in society and in humanity how no one cares. Like it's okay. Look, it is completely okay, in my opinion, that you don't care about like if you don't care about like, oh, if someone's talking bad about you, like something like that. But when you're doing your job and you're helping someone to get an education, I feel like that's when you really do need to care. And I believe that college here in the United States should be free. And I felt like we've been lied all along when we've been taught in school to, um we have a right to an education. That is completely false, because there are people here, like there are people here sitting in this country, how they want to go to school but they can't afford it. And that is the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life. How we've been told ever since when we were little, it's like, oh, no one can take away your education, blah, 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 blah. But it seems like if they're taking away our education, because we have people here who want to go to college, but yet they can't afford it. And then you have people like me who have always dreamed to have a not college experience, a college degree, but unfortunately I couldn't. It's not because I wanted to, because a bunch of people, now that I've dropped out of college, think that, oh, Juan, you didn't continue college because you didn't want to. I had no other decision, because I did the best that I could to sit in that desk, and learn everything I could. But the problem with me was that I was always a turtle, and the fact that here the college system is so garbage that I think it's stupid how I have to take English, math, and I even took art. Like it's like it's I even took art when I was in Miami-Dade, and then I was like, what does this have to do with my career? Like it's basically like high school part 2, like the first so like the first 2 years to be able to get an associate's degree. I really think it's so stupid that you have to take an associate's degree to even go into your bachelor's. Like you're just like wasting your time. Like this is why there's always a good and bad in education systems around the world, because I know that in every Hispanic country, you can already go directly into your career, and in like 5 years you can already be a doctor. And I think it's stupid how here, yeah, it takes 8, maybe even 10 years to even study to be a doctor. And this is that one of my dreams was, um at some point, was to was to be an interpreter with a doctorate degree. And my dream was for people to always call me Dr. Arcas. Like that has always been my dream. Like ever since I was little, I would always tell people, it's like, oh, one day you will call me Dr. Arcas. I'd rather be called Dr. Arcas than Mr. Arcas. And I would say that whether it was through my phase that I wanted to be an interpreter with a doctorate degree, or as as a teacher with a doctorate degree, because there was a time that I also wanted to be a foreign language teacher, and then I would tell myself, oh, I'll get a doctorate degree in that. But unfortunately that isn't happening. And also, not only because I couldn't keep up, is because also with my learning disability, and the fact that they never cared to, and the fact that there was never any accommodations or whatnot to maybe even um tell the teacher. Because and this is, I would tell the teacher when I was like, look, I have ADHD, blah blah blah. And I remember when I was in Miami-Dade, like I had these forms that I would give to a teacher, and then I would tell them, look, I have ADHD, like blah 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 blah. And the only time that it went well was in English class. And it's like, this is no surprise, because not only that English is my strength, is also the fact that my English professor in Miami-Dade, she was super nice, and she helped me a lot with the writing. I even got stronger and even better with my own writing because of that class. But for the most part, I just did horrible. Like, and it really kills me because when I was in elementary school, I was like that too. But when I was in middle school and high school, I was amazing. Like I was getting ABC, and sometimes even just A's and B's. Like some people would assume like, oh, Juan is a straight A student, even though I never was a straight A student, but I'm glad that I was a brainiac. And I'm still am, but like, because I'm not gonna dumb myself down. But anyway, that's the end for today's video. I hope you like it. Go like, comment, and subscribe down below. And see you till next time. Bye.